Hey y'all, welcome back to the channel. I'm Mike with Fowler Family Farm. Well, today is our cold day. This morning it was 3 degrees outside. Oh man, that's not good. I don't like 3-degree weather at all. I barely like 20. Actually, I don't like 20. I barely like 30. So 3 is like outrageous for us. We get it from time to time here in Oklahoma, but it typically doesn't stick around very long. But we haven't been above freezing since, I think it's been around 6 o'clock Friday evening is when we hit 32, and we've been below 32 ever since. And today is Sunday and it's about 3:15. So, and we won't go above freezing. Even the next 2 days, we won't go above freezing. So it's gonna be almost a full 5 days below 32 degrees. That's outrageous for Oklahoma. But I want to take care of some animals real quick. Got a lot to do. Actually, I'm going to put up a little screenshot real quick. I think right now the temperature is roughly 13 degrees. I think our high is maybe 14 at the most. So we've probably already hit our high, and we've probably already going downhill from here. I think overnight the low is going to be around 5 or 6 for the next 2 nights, I think. I'm going to start with the bucks. I want to feed them out. I want to go ahead and give them some grain. I am bringing some grain out to all the goats today. That'll really help add some heat to them. Probably for the next 2 or 3 days, I'll be giving them some grain. But I also want to make sure they have plenty of hay to eat through to help keep them warm as well. So that's the mamas. They are wanting some, they see my bucket. They see this bucket, and they know there's feed in it. You'll get some in a minute, girls. I'll get to y'all in a minute. My pond's frozen, so I'm gonna have to go break up the water so they can have something to drink. I did do that yesterday too. So Chip's being a little butthead right now. He knows I got grain, and he's headbutting the fence before I can come in it. Hey, I'm coming in right now. Y'all leave me alone, I'm coming in right now. Really, y'all are finally gonna fight, huh? Hey, don't hurt the little guy. Okay. Oh, back up, back up, back up. I gotta try to latch this before they attack me. Okay, I got it. Oh. Okay, y'all, this is hard to film. I got one hand with the camera. Oh, Chip. Hey. I want to set this over the fence for a second. All right, I want to set y'all up on a tripod. Chip, back up, buddy. Don't headbutt the little guy. Hey, back up. All right, I want to set y'all right here. Chip, that's not food. That's not food. Hey, you jerk. All right, get back. There you go, buddy. Just enough to give y'all some tomorrow out of this bag. It is bitterly cold. Chip is shivering. I don't know how that little goat's not shivering so bad. Megatron's shivering. Look at his back legs. Don't eat too fast, buddy. Don't want it to choke you, okay? Slow down. See if I can move Chip back over there so this little guy can eat. They look cold. I know they're shivering, but that's the natural instinct for these goats. Even if there was lamps in here right now, I promise you, they would be over here eating. If I had lamps inside of here, right here, I mean, this is probably the warmest spot they have, and they won't stay in here. They will not stay in here. They'll go out there and eat. Now that is one reason I did put the hay pen here, so I will fill this hay up. But this still isn't too cold for the goats. I remember 2 or 3 years ago, whenever it was that we had the negative 14 degrees and there was snow on the ground. My goats still came out and ate from the hay. I mean, even if you move their hay, wherever their hay's at, they're gonna go eat. It's not too cold for them. Now, negative 14 does get into that dangerous range probably, but I also moved some of those mamas inside because some of them had just had babies and I moved them inside the barn. But 5 degrees, 6 degrees like it is, or like right now it's 13, 14, that's not too cold for these goats. Overnight, when it gets down to like 3, like last night, both of the bucks were right here laying right next to each other. And then the smaller goat was over here off to the side. So they still keep each other warm even though they fight with each other all day. And all the mamas were in their lean-to, huddled up together too, so. And the dogs were in there with them too. They do what it takes to stay warm. They do a good job. I got a couple of the moms over here sparring. I mean, it's not too cold. That's a duck walking on the ceiling. Do y'all hear that? The ducks are up there walking. You thirsty, buddy? Man, still not coming out very easily. All right. Well, that's empty. I'm gonna have to tote water over here because I don't trust that. I no longer believe that that is far enough underground that it won't freeze. What do you think? Was that good food? Yeah? You want a drink? It's funny how little water goats actually drink in the winter. Like, they hardly drink any water whatsoever. Like, this froze overnight, and I'm just now getting out here, and he's still not interested in a drink. It had to have been at least 24 hours. But he ain't interested. There you go, buddy. You want a drink of that? Take a drink for me. That's not, yes, it is your feed bucket, but I got water in it. He looks cold, doesn't he? Take a drink. I don't get it. How do you not drink water? It is kind of bizarre. I do this, and I never see them drink out of it. Like, when do they drink from this water? I never see them. But they obviously do. They wouldn't be alive. I don't get it. Go drink. Go take a drink. So Megatron's still out there eating. This little guy's done eating. He ate quite a bit. More than he usually eats. So I'm gonna fill this up, but that portion of the video is actually gonna be in a different video because I've been doing a day-to-day progress on this polar plunge, and you guys will see that video after this one. It's gonna show you guys the temperature each day for like this 6-day period, I think. Today's day 4. So, Chip, go eat, buddy. Go drink. You're just sitting here shivering. All right, so this red bucket it's about half full of water still, so I'm gonna go give it to two of my different chickens, and then I'll do that again. I do water the chickens like 3 times during the day because they will go through the water, unlike goats, and I have to break out the ice, give them fresh water, break out the ice, give them fresh water. So that's the routine, but I'm gonna go dump this into the 2 different chickens I have up down here. And then I still have a set of chickens up there by the house, and I'll do them separately. Okay, we're gonna go over here and take care of the chickens real quick before we go take care of the mamas, because I still got some water in the bucket. All I gotta do is pour it in their pail, and look, I got a new funnel. It's a little bit bigger funnel. Still not the one I want, but it'll work. And typically your chickens will drink right away because they'll be the thirstiest. They drink more than any other animal, it seems like, on the farm. I don't like this funnel, I can already tell you. It goes too slow. It's a work in progress. I got to figure out what I really like with this new chicken tractor. But they're all drinking it, so that's good. They still have plenty of feed. I probably won't have to give them feed for another 2 days. Since I've moved them inside the barn, I'll go ahead and fill their feeder all the way up because I don't have to worry about it getting wet. So I'll fill that up and it'll last 3 or 4 days for them. Maybe 4 or 5 days. They're still drinking. So as you see, they're drinking it up. There's their feed. God, you really can't see very well through this mesh. By the way, a lot of y'all mentioned for me not to put hay down for them to bed on, and I didn't. I had to let it dry out anyway, and it never did dry out enough, so I wasn't comfortable putting it in there. And then I started reading y'all's comments and talking about how it molds and mildews and all that, and just never stays dry. So I never did put that hay in there, but I didn't have time to go get shavings either. So right now they're just roosting like they would normally roost with no hay shavings under them. So that board that I put there is gonna be disgusting. Just part of learning how to farm, really. Like I've always said, I'm a 1st-generation farmer. I'm gonna pick and choose my battles. Sometimes I'm decent at it, sometimes I'm just okay at it. I'll replace that board and then put some shavings down later. Dude almost hit me. Watch out, Silas. Elena, I gotta feed y'all from that. Here, Elena, you can have this one. Here, Silas, right over here, buddy. I'm gonna give y'all extra today so y'all stay warm. All right, buddy, eat it up. Well, y'all saw their backside, I guess. They're getting fed a little extra today. I need to put their food in that. I just haven't done it yet. Look at the goats. They know. They know it's their turn. So I got to make it out to that feeder right there without them tackling me. And then I gotta go break the ice on the pond so they can get something to drink. And Tanya's calling me, so hold on, y'all. All right, y'all, we're gonna make our way over there without them tackling us. Come on. Come on. Oh, don't, no, you can't step in front of me. You gotta keep going. Keep going. Thank you. There you go. Oh, let me see if I can set this tripod up. Oh no. Oh shoot. Good gosh. Dang goats. Y'all, I wish I had this already set up. I should have set this up outside. No! Ah, Jiminy Christmas. Okay, y'all. There, I got it. All right, come on. Keep walking. Keep walking. It's obviously, I need to move that other big feeder over here. So I have 2 feeders because this is not enough for, here. See how many are over here? This is too many for this feeder. Nope, get back. See if I can get some over here. Wow. Yeah, that's entirely way too many goats for one feeder. I did do this though. They'll all get enough. They keep rotating and moving. But while they're doing this and out of my way, I'm gonna pull their hay down. So I wanna see comments, y'all, on how many of y'all think I should be putting up heat lamps when it gets down to 5 degrees. And I want you to go off your own intuition, not off of other videos that you've watched recently or what you've watched in the past. Either go off your own experience or go off of what you believe. Should these goats have heat lamps? Or should I be putting them in a barn? Let me know what you think. Oh, I'm stuck. Look at that, before I could even finish over here, they were finished. It's kind of dangerous doing a video in this kind of cold because you can't feel your face. And I know my nose is running, but I don't know if it's running where y'all can see it right now, and embarrassing myself. So let's get back to the topic of heat lamps on days where it's 3 degrees outside. So on my way home from church today, I bet I drive past, I don't know, maybe 8 to 9, maybe 10 goat farms, but plenty goat farms. Every single one of them, their goats were out in the pasture eating. every single one of them. That's when I was going to church and from church. So they're out there eating. When I was going to church, it was probably 6 degrees. On my way home from church, it was probably 10 to 12. So none of them are using heat lamps. I don't use heat lamps. This is just me. Okay, maybe I'm wrong. Y'all tell me if you think so. These goats, even if I did put heat lamps up, I would have to like lock them in here to get them to use it, because they will be out all over this field eating. The only time they might stay under that heat lamp is if it's dark and it's time to sleep anyway, or it gets below zero where it's like -10, -15 degrees. Even when my goats were in the -14 weather, they still came out here and ate some, but then would go into the lean-to. They'd come out and eat some and then go into the lean-to. I don't know. I think the heat lamps are unnecessary for just everyday goats. Now, don't get me wrong. If your goat just had babies, it might be a good idea to put your babies and your mama under a heat lamp or put them in a barn. That might be a good idea because those babies are fresh. I lost some babies last year due to extreme cold weather. But those babies were born on the day of that cold weather. It got down to 2 degrees December 5th last year. And I lost some babies because of that. I didn't lose them because they were newborns. I lost them because their mamas didn't have the drive to take care of them. They had the drive to take care of themselves. At least that was my opinion. Don't know if that's true. But I think it's unnecessary to put them under heat lamps when it's only 5 degrees outside and it's going to get up to 15 today, like the sun's hitting me right now. These goats are happy. They're eating. As long as they got access to water and access to food, they'll be fine in this weather. Now y'all go leave me a comment and tell me how terrible I am. Some of y'all will. Some of y'all will agree with me. Some of you will disagree with me. They look happy to me. Of course, they just got through eating. I just find it easier to do things like this, and just like it would be in the wild, just like it would be in nature. And if you want to put your goats under heat lamps, by all means do it. Don't let what I'm telling you deter you from doing what you want to do. Well, y'all, look at this. The sun is setting. We're right in the middle of a video.
Yep.
I got little Rai here. She's all bundled up. Tanya's all bundled up. But I did not realize my microphone froze up during the middle of this video. Sorry. What?
So, you walking?
I'm done. Let's go. It's cold, isn't it?
Yeah.
Let's run.
Go.
We're all running. It's so cold. It doesn't look cold, but it is.
At the Fowler family farm. Come on.